Hey, what's up? I'm gonna show you how I made this chill atmospheric song. It's pretty easygoing. It could be either for like a lo-fi track, you could put vocals on it, it could be for rapping or for singing. It's kind of very mellow, dark, poppy kind of inspired. Pretty easy to make, and I feel like it's just an enjoyable kind of vibe and aesthetic. So if you find this helpful, hit like, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Let's get into the video. I'm not gonna waste any time. My camera's gonna die soon, so gotta be fast. I made this song on a YouTube video a few days ago, so you can go check that out. I'll link that above now, but just breaking down kind of the process behind it. I started it out with this pad key thing that it acts sort of as a drone that goes through the whole song. I love doing this, especially for like lo-fi, ambient, atmospheric, chill stuff. I just find having a sound that kind of is constant throughout makes like a cloud that is quite peaceful. So I've just played this in with my keyboard. And it's using the Prophet 5 by Archeria. Running into a 1176 by Universal Audio. I'm smashing it. Tape echo. And then I'm filtering off some of the unnecessary lows. It's just kind of this nice aesthetic. I think next, the most important thing, to be honest, in this song is this bass that I made with Vital. Drake bass. It's pretty chill. It's got a nice glide on it, as you can hear. The glide is in. On a side note, I want to make a Vital preset pack just of like sounds I'm using for pop and kind of like lo-fi and chill stuff. So if you want that, comment below. That'll help me out to know that I should do that. I'm really enjoying Vital. It's a free synth, or it has a free version that I'm using, and it's great. For that bass, I'm just filtering off with the SSL by Brainworks up to 35. Doing nothing else. So pretty simple. Feels good though. The drums I just played in on my keyboard. I tend to program them using Studio One's pattern editor. I really like the kind of step sequencing, but sometimes I'm in the mood to just play it in very poorly and then quantize it later. It's really important with hi-hats, if you're playing them in and you're not playing them in particularly well, is to go in and do different velocity amounts. So I tend to just highlight the second notes and then drag them down so that there's a bit of like, because that's how a drummer tends to play. It just, something about that feels really good. If it's all the same, it's just a bit intense and generally not too enjoyable. I played this shaker into this mic, the SM7. I love doing that. It just adds a bit of color that is mine. I could grab a sample from the internet, but I don't know, just this is my shaker. I like doing this in choruses. Just that extra element seems to add kind of a lift that makes it feel like a chorus. All of this is going into my drum bus, which is using this, a bit of pulse, the 2500 bus compressor by API through UA Spark into the tape face. So a little bit of that, and then into a tiny bit of Valhalla Vintage Verb. Pretty simple stuff, but it just kind of all glues it together, makes it feel vibey. I love running tape on my bus, my drum bus. Next, I made this synth with Vital. I just made it on the spot. Don't know what this preset's called. So that's just using the pitch bend kind of as like the centerpiece. It's just a held out note and I'm pitch bending it. I find having a kind of melody like this, or melody sound in the chorus, in the hook or whatever, just kind of adds like a, if you think of a song in like a kind of 3D plane, you've got like kick and bass and mids. I just like to generally have this kind of chugging along in the not hook section, the verse, I guess. And then when that chorus hits or that hook hits, adding that high piece so that the 3D kind of plane goes, if that makes any sense. That's kind of how I visualize it. But yeah, something like that I abuse. I've not done any processing. I should. Oh well. I recorded this melody with the Arturia Mini Freak. Doing nothing here. Doing nothing here either. I've been lazy. I think these are just presets when I record the Mini Freak. But what I would do is this. Don't need any of that lower stuff. Probably compress with the SSL a little bit. Something like that, pretty simple. And then I'm going into a Valhalla delay. I love Valhalla delay, it's so good. It's pretty standard settings, to be honest. And that kind of makes like the chorus section. I've got this riser which I bounce down from this Mini Freak melody, and I just cut a bit, put a reverb on it, bounced that down, and then reversed it, sounding like this. It's a bit anti-climactic, I guess. Climactic, whatever one. It's kind of a letdown. It's big. You know, I take that back. I was just listening very loudly, so it felt like a bit intense. I keep my productions pretty simple. Sometimes I will push things really hard and go crazy, but I find less is more, especially when you're trying to get stuff loud. If you have tons of different elements, trying to push them all really hard, it gets a little bit of a Tetris game of trying to fit things into the space. If there's less, you can have everything in a really nice pocket, you know. The high melodies here and the keys are here, and it all kind of works out in the end. And this gives a lot of space for a vocalist to jump on and not be competing with instruments. Vocals are super important, so make sure that you're not over cluttering. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Keep it simple. It's pretty vibey. If you're trying to make chill stuff, keep it below 100 BPM. Probably keep it below 90 or below. 70 to 90 is good for like lo-fi, I guess. For drums, as just kind of an aside, I've been using the ADSR sample manager. I was using Splice, but I paused my subscription only because I have like just thousands and thousands and thousands of samples from them. I'm not going to use them all. So using ADSR sample manager seems to be doing the trick. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you later. If you want this beat, if you're a singer, hit me up. I might release it for incognito mode, my lo-fi project. So if I do, there'll be a link in the description for that. Ciao.